Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about what is B2B marketing. So, Ryan, tell me your definition. What is B2B marketing?
I think, Cam, B2B would be a business that's selling to another business, right? So a business like ours, we would say, hey, Jimmy, we know that your business actually sells people on websites or SEO. Why don't we make a partnership? And then, that's kind of like, there's different forms. So that's kind of what's interesting. The other option is like a company I used to work for. They actually sell to other companies that are software. You know what I mean? Like software companies. So they sell their software to some company that then sells to customers directly.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't do a better definition. I think. Like I said, it's just business marketing, right? It's just referring to products and services to sell to other businesses. So it's pretty simple. So what we want to talk about is some of the goals for B2B marketing. So we have customer goals. What are some of the customer goals that like people ask us? They're like, hey, here's my goals for what I'm trying to accomplish.
Everyone's always focused on money. You guys want the money. No, that's like money, efficiency. If they're smart, they kind of tie that into operations, but a lot of them usually don't. A lot of them are really just focused on money. They're like, hey, how much can we make? You know what I mean? But some of the goals, that's what I would think is, that's what we see is a lot of people are trying to just make more revenue,
Yeah, and another thing is they're just trying to create like long-term solutions for whatever they're doing, right? Like whatever.
That's why the software companies, hey, what software are we going to buy from, said business that's going to help us for the next forever, right?
Exactly. And I think
like CRMs. Sorry, that's a good one. CRMs is a good one.
No, absolutely. And I think those are some things. I think I want to talk about some things that on our side, like we're a marketing agency, right? So like on our side, what are we looking for? Some things I'm going to list out, and like I said, give me some of your opinions. People want we want brand awareness, we want thought leadership, we want customer engagement, we want brand loyalty, traffic, lead generation, lead conversion and upselling, removing of roadblocks, customer education, and talent recruitment. So out of those, like what stands out? I mean, those are just some of the things that people want. What are some of the things we're trying to do for goals for our clients?
I would say the biggest thing is a comprehensive strategy, because like all that is good, but all of that ties into your strategy.
Right.
Like where are we at? Like any business we look at, it's where are we currently at in business, and then what are our goals? What's our team size? What's our budget? Do we have a budget? All these things that come in to then lay the foundation to how are we going to execute to actually make this come to fruition and bear fruit, which is everyone money, right?
Ready?
Goes back to it.
I want to ask, so how many people come to you and say, oh, I know exactly what the plan is I want for my marketing, and then we figure out it's not what they need?
Yeah, no, everyone has an idea. No, everyone has an idea of like, oh, I saw Jimmy did this, so I'm just going to I want to, do what he did. And so I think, everyone sees something online or something. Oh, I saw this guy talking about it. Yes, I want to go do that. And it's more like, hey, again, going back to it, what are your strengths in your company, and then what are your weaknesses? And that's what you should do, is figure out the weaknesses and outsource those to professionals.
I like it. I like your thoughts. The next thing I have is for creating, after you create a plan, is like defining the market and your buyer persona. So like what I'm trying to get at is, who is your ideal client, right? Who are we trying to market? For instance, if you create a YouTube channel, are you trying to market to new clients? Are you trying to market to new people? Are you trying to market to other agencies? Or are we trying to market to people who have been screwed over by SEO agencies? Like, you have to figure out who are you trying to outreach to and create a buyer persona, like somebody from 30 to 45. They typically have this type of revenue. They've gained this amount of strengths from other things. So I think people don't do that a lot. We just like jump into it, which then goes to our next thought of like omni-channel or multi-channel marketing. So like, what does that mean?
Well, real quick on the last thing, I want to say tracking. Tracking is everything, because a lot of companies don't track. And this is where you got to get creative. Do email campaigns to, okay, I'm going to do emails to an age group of 25 to 40, see what the response rate is and the open rate and all the different things. So the point is that just tracking it and then always, re-evaluating that strategy and then moving forward. But to kind of move on to some of the channels, I mean, we got paid search, Google ads, right? And again, we love results, right? But at the same time, everyone's in business, hopefully, to stay in business, right? The average business becomes cash flow positive on average after 4 years of being in business. I mean, if you let that sink in, that's a long time of being in business, of not being in the black. The black is good, by the way. And it's not green.
Red is bad.
Yeah, red is bad. Black is good. But no, that's something where SEO is awesome. And I'm not saying don't do paid. Paid is great, especially if you're product based. That's usually what a lot of companies do, is they get out there in the product space by doing paid. So that's great. But 9 times out of 10, you will actually spend less money and get more results doing search engine optimization, but doing it the right way. You know what I mean? Like that's another thing. But email, like I said, email marketing, and then social media, all of these go in tandem with each other. They all, again, it's a multifaceted approach, and you probably have some more, but that's kind of
No, it's exactly what we talk about. It's like, we don't think there's like, oh, you should only do one form of marketing. You should only do one type of sales. You should only sell to one type of people. Right. No, like you need to be channeled. So some of the other things we talk about is just organic search, and through organic search, you create blogs and create new content, create podcasts, create other ways for people to find you and help your business. And again, we love SEO. That's why we do it, right? We're successful at it. Our clients are happy. They gain more clients from it. They gain more knowledge. They gain more traffic. They gain more revenue. Again, all of the things to help them out.
Yeah, and that's what we love about it, is like Cam says, you should do all of these, but you're not a giant company, most likely, with 200 employees, and okay, this guy's social media, this guy email marketing, this guy this. Okay, who's tracking all? It becomes a whole 30-person team, right? But you got to start somewhere. So that's why we love SEO, is starting with the base foundation of, okay, the work we're going to put in, it stays with your company URL, it builds your domain authority. That's what I love about it, is you're in business to stay in business. And what are we doing? Building the domain up, building more new content for then the end customer to find you. And if you do the right strategic content strategy, then you can find niche-oriented people. Exactly. Gosh, I wish this 28-year-old would come in. I got, the 28-year-olds that go snowboarding, they get a bunch of knee pain, back pain. I'm a physical therapist. I want those people. You can actually do that with SEO. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. And I think that goes into the next topic of like pain points. I think this is one thing I want to talk about with both of us. It's really cool. Is like, we focus on pain points for a company. So if a company's like, we were talking about it, a lot of lawyers or a lot of physical therapists, dentists, they want to be home with their family, or they want to go golfing, right? You want to say, do you want to spend more time golfing or more time with your family?
And not stressing about getting more, patients, because like,
come to us and let us help you out. Let us help you out with your SEO strategy. Build your website to be more effective, so you have more clients or customers or patients to better help you. And I think we do that a lot in sales, I feel like.
Oh yeah, all the time. And it's almost like we're numb to it. We've given so much juice out that it's like, no, but it's like, it's serious. Like we've helped so many people that it's just like, it's like the back of our hand. We know it, like, so crazy. But like, that's what's cool. It's like with SEO and all the stuff that we do and provide, it's the exact same process. The strategy is what differs. And that's what's cool, is like, again, SEO for B2B versus B2C, it's the exact same things. Maybe one or two differs, maybe local. If it's a local company, you do local citations. Nationwide, you don't. There's like minor changes. But the point is that doing it the correct way, we see results across the board. And that's what's nice, is the mid to long term, especially the month over month exponential growth is huge.
So the last thing I have is just like experimenting, right? A/B testing. We talk about this all the time. I mean, you talked about it. You already touched on it earlier as well, but you can't just be like, okay, we've been doing the same strategy for 2 years and nothing's grown and nothing's gotten better, so we're just gonna say, yeah, it's doing well. Like and nothing against other people. That's what people do. Mm-hmm. People will continue to do the same thing, right? It's in the
if it worked one time too. Yeah. No, if it worked one time, it's like, that's why you see these people that have been in business for 90 years and they're just like, oh, we're word of mouth. Like, oh, it's worked. My granddaddy did this, word of mouth. Oh, that worked for him. It's like, yeah, but like a business should be ever evolving. Always 1% changes to increase and evolve your business. Because as a human, don't we want to get better? As a business, don't we want to get better? So that's kind of what we say, is even, guys, we harp about SEO, cool. Who gives a crap though, in the sense of like, yes, you can go do a million other, this is just one aspect of it. You should do this, but then you go on to the next thing. That's why we're not just SEO guys. We're not just like, hey, we're doing SEO out here. It's like, okay, now that we've got you niche-oriented traffic, let's look on conversion rate optimization. Okay, email marketing. Like, we handle all of that because it works. We're seeing huge results. And how many people have thanked us for alleviating that pain of like, holy cow, there's so many hucksters out there, so many people tell you the next thing. and we actually prove it and show it with real dashboards, analytics, all the stuff, right?
No, and again, that's why I love what we do. I'm just happy that we are able to help our clients, right? We're not just sitting here taking in money and being like, dude, I'm so happy, I'm making so much money. It's making these businesses grow to the next step, because when we grow their business, they grow ours, and they do more, and we do more and more. And now all of a sudden we're running a whole entire marketing campaign, and their company went from 15 people to 45 people, right? And so, that's what I love about what we do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's kind of why we only want to grow. Like, we're only going to probably onboard 100, 125 clients and kind of just manage those, taper off, and take really good care, because you can go get a giant company. You're a number. It's a big brand, big name, and that's cool. But guess what? Behind the scenes, I've worked for those companies. We've worked for them hands-on. They outsource. You don't see. They're not even doing the work for you. They don't care as much, because it's not their fault. They're good people. They just can't. Can you care about 1,000 accounts? No. There's too many names. I can't even remember. That's too many names. So that's the point, is like really just getting down to the right strategic approach for your business. And that's kind of what we help with, is really just a hands-on approach to do it all. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You should like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we appreciate you here.